set the 30-minute timer, and I am going to try to keep this under 15 minutes. I'm also going to chop out all of the fluff. So for the last couple of weeks, I have been really enjoying getting back into movement, getting back into the workouts, and I've been recording it and sharing a little bit of it. I feel like I haven't really talked much and shared my thoughts on a topic in a few days. So I do have a couple things that have been on my mind lately, a couple things I want to share, and just being more intentional and mindful about how I spend my time throughout the day. Now, let me say this before I started recording this video. Today was our Monday back at work after spring break. If you are a teacher, then you already know how that Monday went. It wasn't a bad day, but it was just like, man, we were just resting and relaxing and chilling back and not worried about a thing for a whole week. And now here we are. And so I was very tired when I got home today. Okay, so the first thing is I have been on a journey. And some people are like, Jenna, God, you beat that word to death. I know, but I have been. And it's been such a journey for me, and it's been years. And I honestly don't think that there's ever going to be like a final destination. I think that I'm always going to be on a journey. Like there's a new journey that I'm on, and there's a journey that I've been on to trying to build up myself and combat some of the negative thinking patterns that have been established and rooted into my brain. And so within this journey of life, I had thinking about the way that I eat, right? It's so important. I'm not even going to get into all that. I'm taking a course right now, also not going to get into that. But just thinking about, because this is what's been on my mind the past few days, is what I eat, what I put into my body, what I am feeding my baby at 23 weeks, and just how I feel when I eat certain things. Trying to be more mindful of that, trying to really take into account how I feel, how I look, how it shows up on the outside when I eat certain things. Now, I will also say I love food. I would classify myself as a foodie. I love good food, and I love food that's not always good for you. That is a fact. And so when I talk about me being more mindful about what I eat, it's more me, right, deciding if I'm going to allow myself to have the thing or not. For example, if there's something that I want to eat and I know it's not good for me, I know it's not the best choice, I know it's probably not the best ingredients, mindfulness, right, Jenna? You know that this food is this and that, and it's got this in it, it's not so great, and it's probably gonna da 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 da. Are you still going to allow yourself to eat it? Yes or no? Taking a second to think about it and then decide. Sometimes it's yes, sometimes it's no. I also have been, this is being very honest, I also kind of been giving myself a lot of grace when it comes to eating certain things, because I'm like, I have to feed me and I have to make sure I'm getting enough calories because she's got to eat too. And so all of these things kind of is what has brought me to what I'm going to talk about in a second. And just brought me to a place where I'm like, let's try something different. Let's have a spout? Let's have a span of time where we challenge ourselves, me talking to me, where we challenge ourselves, where we really just, maybe a challenge, a week or 2 weeks. I think I'm going to try it for 1 week where you really just eat a certain way, and evaluate how you feel after you do that. I said to myself, I want to eat no processed food. And I want to not eat bread. Bread is my thing, guys. I love bread, carbs, bagels, toast, eggs and toast, pancakes, French toast, all the bread. tortillas. Like, I really have a love for bread. And, you know, I've read different things about bread and consuming a whole lot of carbs like that. And I definitely want to try to cut back completely off of bread for a certain amount of time now. The challenge for me is no processed food and no bread for 1 full week. So how I plan to do this is, I don't know, let me just say this right now. I don't know exactly when I'm going to do this because again, this week there's a lot going on and I'm gonna try my best to eat the best that I can. Maybe I'll like take clips of what I eat throughout the week, not just to show people, but to like show myself. And then maybe next week, after the baby shower, after the family leaves, after the festivities, I will dive into a full week of non-processed food and no bread. We'll talk about that later. But here's how I'm gonna do it. ChatGPT. Now, I have been really loving ChatGPT, but I do love ChatGPT. I use it often. And so I'm gonna ChatGPT a meal plan and a plan for no processed food, no bread, 1 full week. I'm gonna do it right now.